Aaron.
Hey, how's it going, man?
What's happening? It's Simeon Hendrix.
Hey, nice to meet you, man.
Yes. Hey, it's great to get you on the phone. You love Goosebumps. You love monsters, scary movies. You know, where did the love of the gore come from? Who was the family member or the great friend that showed you the cool side of horror?
Well, it wasn't really, I guess it was just the way I grew up, sort of. My mom was very open to just kind of, just letting me watch whatever I wanted to watch, within reason. We'd go rent movies, and I would go, and I found myself just hanging out in the VHS horror section, staring at all the covers, and just taking it all in. I was just so fascinated with the way the covers looked. Like, I had never heard of, I was a little kid, I didn't know what any of these movies were,
Yeah.
what they were about. The cover art was just blowing my mind.
You are printing in your own little print shop, and the apparel as well as the high museum quality prints, right? You're doing that all
Yeah,
over.
I just have like a home studio at my house, just a big room, and I just have the large format Epson printer, and I don't actually screen print my shirts. I have a shop locally that does that. Some friends work at, and so they handle all that. But yeah, I do all the printing of the fine art prints and stuff here, and I found that that's the best way to do it is just do it yourself.
One thing, Aaron, for me in the past when I've done, I'll put it up on my website, got some posters. For me, it becomes overwhelming to ship and keep up with orders. What is that like to you?
It can be overwhelming at times. Like, I'll have help sometimes, but a lot of times it's just me, and I just I'll take days to dedicate to wake up in the morning, print, pack orders, then ship those out, and then the next day I'll dedicate to just working on art.
I know you do a lot on Facebook as far as, communicating with your fans.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, do you do Twitter? Do you pay for ads on Facebook? How else do you promote and market Cavity Colors and Aaron Crawford?
I use Twitter. I use Tumblr a lot. Definitely Instagram. Instagram is, like, surprisingly, like, I signed up for it kind of a little while after it started going or whatever, and I started just posting on there, and I guess, just a lot of people started following me from finding my art on Facebook or whatever, and my following just grew a lot more on there than anywhere else.
So what's, I've never been to Georgia. I don't know Atlanta. What is it like?
Atlanta's really cool. There's a lot of stuff happening up there right now. I've been involved a lot with a gallery up there called ABV, which is owned by an artist named Greg Mike. Does a lot of really good street work, and he's a really, really good fine artist.
Okay.
And they've had me participate in a lot of shows there and just get involved with a lot of the stuff. They do this thing called Drink and Doodle every month, which is basically they'll invite their favorite artists in the area to come and just draw for the night.
Oh, I saw that. It's a big table, and you're all sitting around it, like drinking some coffee and just having a great time drawing together.
Yeah. They have like 15 or I don't know, I can't remember how many artists, 12 or 15 or something like that. Just come and draw, from 7 to 11 p.m. and then as you finish your piece, they put it in a frame. And it's just an 8x10 piece. And they put it in a frame and put it up on the wall. And then it's open to the public all night. So people can come and buy art, basically. Every piece goes for $40.
I'm looking at this piece right now, and you call it My Night of the Creeps inspired poster. I love the colors, your vibrant colors that you do. And then the way you put that detailed line work on top of it. Can you talk to us about your process? Like you're approaching this Night of the Creeps inspired.
That piece is basically like stuff like that. It'll start with I'll put the movie on, or I'll have an idea in my head, and I'll do some sketches, and then some thumbnail sketches, and then maybe I'll go and sketch it out a little bit larger. For that piece, that's basically just brush and ink. I use Sumi ink or Speedball ink and Winsor Newton Series 7 brush. I'll lay down the line work first, you know, I'll finish that up and then take it into Photoshop and do digital coloring.
So this Night of the Creeps inspired poster, what if I understand, you did all of the line work first, scanned it into the computer at a high resolution, brought it up in Photoshop, and then all of these colors that I'm looking at, you layered every one of those in?
Yeah. A lot of those are like I'll take a piece of paper and just make some textures with watercolor on a piece of paper, and then scan that too, and then drag that into the image.
Yes.
And kind of manipulate the color, you know, or duplicate the layers, you know, whatever I feel suitable for the piece. I mean, I love acrylic and ink and watercolor, and Photoshop's just another thing there that you can use to change things up and edit it. You can mess around with it even more and make it cooler. So what exactly? So I've been familiar with GoMedia and just Finley for a long time, and so what exactly is?
Well,
is this the new website?
Well, it's like GoMedia is an umbrella as I see it, and they've got several things under it. They've got you know, the actual graphic house, and they, you know, hire them to do that. Then they have GoMedia Arsenal, you know, where they sell the resources. And then they have GoMediaZine, which is where they put their tutorials, stuff that artists in the graphic world right now would care about. And then they also run Weapons of Mass Creation. Have you heard of that?
Yeah. I've wanted to get involved with that, but I haven't got around to it. But
man,
I've heard about it the past couple of years.
Yes, dude, Aaron. Where's Aaron going in a year, 5 years? What are you excited projects you want to do or dream list?
Well, I want to just keep mainly focusing on the brand and continue to grow that as much as I can, and hopefully just keep going with that and release bigger stuff. You know, do larger runs of shirts and kind of just grow that a little more. And there's a million different things I want to work on. Like, I have tons of ideas of prints I want to release and paintings and art shows and stuff. You know, it's just, the reality is you can't do it all at once, and you can't.
Yeah, that's true.
It just happens naturally and stuff. So I think it's going to be a good year.
Any words of inspiration you'd give to young or old, you know, people who are artists and maybe struggling or having self-doubt?
I would say, I mean, you're going to go through those phases of hating everything you do, but don't stop what you're doing just because of that. Like, if someone tells you, like, oh, that drawing sucks, you know, like that, you know, it's terrible, you know, that should push you, if you're doing it, like, because it makes you happy, then that should push you even more to want to keep going and make more and get better at what you're doing.
Oliver Barrett, he said a quote, and it was just saying, we're never going to be the best. And as soon as we are, there's going to be someone right behind us who passes us. So basically the bottom line is continue to educate and just continue to grow our whole life. All right, Aaron. Well, I appreciate it, Mr. Crawford. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Keep in touch.
All right. Bye.